I previously made a video discussing why I didn't think Black Mesa Wukong would win Game of the Year, and as expected, it didn't. But what's interesting is that it won the Golden Joystick Award for Game of the Year, which is the oldest game award based entirely on players' vote. This time, the number of votes reached 20 million, compared to 4 million in 2023. Although I'm not entirely sure about the specific data, if anyone knows, feel free to share. Afterward, some people claimed it was because of China's large population, with the gaming board played and voted for primarily by Chinese players. This is a ridiculous argument. If we look at the sales, indeed, a large portion comes from China. But I have to ask, is a Chinese person not a person? Is the RMB not money? Would any developer dare to say they don't want such a huge market? Even Sony made a substantial profit from Black Mesa Wukong, and for a period, PS5 were even sold out because of it. As a gamer and someone in the game industry, I've purchased countless games from both domestic and international developers in all sorts of genres from all over the world. Shouldn't I be allowed to play or buy them? Of course, in reality, these developers want our attention and money, and they will take it from us, no matter who we are. Even TGA itself is the same. When the voting for this year started, they created accounts in all platforms in China.
你好，
你好，
你好 WeChat，你好。Hey everybody, I'm Duyan.
The host even greeted the audience in Chinese and specifically posted clips of Black Mesa Wukong being nominated on various platforms to attract attention. There were 6 games nominated, but only Black Mesa Wukong got its nomination moment singled out. Additionally, they opened voting pages and almost everyone I know participated. TGA also broadcasted the event on 19 Chinese platforms at the same time. While there were only 12 in US, this is truly bizarre. And in fact, the viewership numbers exploded this year. Although I haven't found the exact numbers, I'm sure they were higher than ever. Everyone I know was watching, and all the chat groups were discussing it. In previous years, only a few people cared, and even fewer watched the entire broadcast. This year, for the first time, a Chinese game was nominated for Game of the Year, something that has never happened before and may not happen again for a long time. As a result, both fans and detractors alike turned to see what would happen. TGA made a lot of money from the views and ad revenue. Of course, the final announcement of a winner was full of drama. Based on what I've seen from Chinese netizens' comments, except for those who were either extreme fans or haters, most people really hope to see a Chinese game win the so-called Oscar of the gaming industry for Game of the Year. I think it's understandable. Otherwise, so many people wouldn't have been paying attention. But at the same time, they acknowledged that Elden Ring, although just a DLC, still had its brand and quality, making a strong contender. Even if you'd won, they'd understand. Similarly, Final Fantasy was a remake, but it was also acceptable. In fact, many people like myself bought and played these games simultaneously. However, the result was surprising to many, and naturally there were memes and angry reactions. As for Ostrom Boot, I only played a little of it on my friend's PS5, and it reminds me of Super Mario Odyssey. But there I'm not discussing the game itself. The focus is on the interesting things surrounding the TGA award ceremony. So I'll skip over that. Personally, I don't really care about awards. I have already made a video explaining why, and besides, Black Mesa Wukong has already made its mark in Chinese game history. Whether it wins an award or not, it won't change the fact. I've made several videos sharing my thoughts. As a person who loves game a lot, what I'm really looking forward is more exciting, unique games. Moreover, TGA itself is a very commercial event. There's nothing wrong with paying to show trailers there. But what disappointed me were the numerous trailers for Chinese mobile games, all with serious issues of homogenization. There was not a single high-quality, exciting, or unique game to look forward to. That's what truly let me down and worried me. But if there is something you feel interesting, please tell me. Maybe I just ignored it. After TGA, the lead developer of Black Mass Wukong Feng Ji posted on Weibo, which is Chinese X, with a heartfelt message. He described himself as an optimistic person who had seen all the optimistic comments from players before the awards. And he even mentioned that he was more confident than the players themselves. He had written his acceptance speech 2 years ago for TGA, but in the end, he didn't get to use it. However, he also mentioned letting go of his attachment and preparing for the next difficult journey. His entire post was full of confidence and positivity, and I didn't see anything wrong with it. However, after it was shared on international platforms, it was misinterpreted with headlines like Black Mass Wukong developer Game Science CEO says he wrote the acceptance speech for GOTY 2 years ago, question selection criteria of the Game Awards in advance. We've seen this kind of quote out of context or mistranslation before on IGN. The fact is, such headlines do attract a lot of attention, but what you might lose is the audience's long-term trust. By the way, I've already sent translations of his full post. If you're interested, feel free to search for it. And the most exciting part of the entire ceremony for me was the Witcher new game trailer. Really looking forward to that. Also, after Naughty Dog revealed their new project, there was a lot of debate about the character design, with some people criticizing it. They even closed the comment section for the game trailer. Chinese players have been discussing the aesthetics of the character extensively, which is always a subjective matter. Everyone has different tastes. As a character designer myself, I can't give a standard answer, but unlike personal artistic creations, understanding your target audience's preferences is very important when creating a product. After all, you need them to spend money on it. This is actually an interesting topic because in China, the opposite situation sometimes happens. Some developers, in an attempt to please a fixed audience, end up being bitten by their royal fan base. We can talk more about this later if we have a chance. Anyway, that's all for today's video. I have been on a break for the past 3 weeks, so I made this video at the last minute to catch up some current events, Hope you all understand. So see you soon. Bye bye.